all for me. What's inside?
Enough! We know you have her.
Please,
Hey!
just want Marina
Something
back.
bit me.
Just an insect. I'm sure you'll survive. Besides, it probably figured you for a tasty treat.
Give me an aboleth over a midge any
What
day.
happened?
What to do?
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Marina.
Just let her go. Please.
Thank goodness you're here, sweetie. I don't know what's come over these boys.
Stop this. We won't ask again.
Careful! Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice? You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Bloody hells. She just disappeared. Ain't seen nothing like that before.
She could shoot fireworks out of her backside for all I care. The hag has Rena!
It's our sister, Marina. She's... well... she was in a bad way after her husband died.
Started saying weird things, like how she was gonna bring him back.
Next thing, she's gone looking for the hag. Of all the stupid things to do. And we haven't seen her since. And no good ever came from dealing with a hag.
None of this matters, all right? We need to get her back, and fast! Are you joking? I ain't got a clue who you are. No way I'm leaving Rena to you.
But, Joel...
Not a chance. We're getting her back on our own. Now, come on.
Mind Flayer might have its perks. At least then I could float over this muck.
Not one for roughing it, I see.
Wallowing in filth is for pigs and children, my dear.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched. murderous glare of a redcap, a fey creature known for its bloodlust, greets you. That noise. Is the creature pretending to be a sheep?
The brothers. I guess they didn't find their sister.
Although whomever killed them did a masterful job.
What a day.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Wasn't a sheep. Don't drink the water. Heard her screaming, but not real. Farm out by Baldur's Gate. Gotta get Marina back for man.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Can't give up now. On my way. What's in here?
Looks like we missed all the fun.
Let's turn someone inside out. Keep them guessing.
No word. Soldier. Easy. Gods, it's hot in here. This'll help.
to do. Is that blood? No, never mind. No traps, please. What's hiding here? If not over, then through.
Well, hello.
No one stopped me yet. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
What now?
No one back home will ever believe this. Must be the tree from the note to Kagha. What's that cleft there? I'm fading fast. I must. Moving ahead.
That might be worth a look.
Anything of use? All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. I should speak up.
Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter. I'm surprised. I thought all Ger were vagrant cutthroats.
And more. We steal chickens, curse your crops, seduce your daughters, the list goes on. I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. A simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
Something terrifying, no doubt. Dragon? Cyclops? Kobold?
Nothing so dramatic. I'm hunting for a vampire spawn. His name is Astarion. but I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out, if I can afford her blood price. Not this time. My orders are to capture him.
Oh. And bring him where exactly?
Baldur's Gate. My people wait for me there.
I don't know. I'm sure a vampire spawn could still rip out your throat if he felt like it.
He is right, unfortunately. They are only weak when compared to their masters. During the day, we have the advantage, but at night, when they hunt, you'll not find a more deadly quarry.
We've all survived so far. Let's focus on that.
It would still be wise to post guards at night. The threat is real.
Indeed it is. We should do something about this threat. Excellent.
The vampire? It can't be.
Let's finish this. Moving.
Fuck yes. Survival is all that matters. What path lies before me?
I missed this.
This is gonna feel good. 1, 2.
Break them.
Some blood. My little trick. Another fight. Let's go. Take Talk to me. Come on, can't stay idle.
Speaking truthfully, I'm a little surprised you chose to shield a stone.
Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite me later. Best be on my way.
Hello. Hello, my dear. Not anymore. Which is all that matters, really. Oh, there'll be others. I'm sure of that. If Cazador sent one peon after me, he'll send another. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven and a monster obsessed with power. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. It was him, I'm sure. Only he would know to send the Gur after me. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me. Well, he didn't mention the slave clause at the time. And now he sends a Gur monster hunter for me. It's a message. He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back. Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me. Concerned? Do you know the power Vampire Lord possesses? He can change shape, turn into mist, call walls to do his bidding, shrug off blows like they're nothing. He could walk into our camp tonight and kill you with his bare hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened to you. First, we have to... I don't know. Well, if we kill his lackeys, he'll just send more. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight. I was just wondering when you'd invite me back for a bite.
What's on your mind? The year, 10 air. The place, a sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. Guy named Gortash, politician, inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job, a good job, with people I liked, doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints. Copper for your thoughts?
Already feeling better.
May the darkness protect you.
Speak.
It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still. A question that burns in my belly day and night. Elders and collectives abide by their own tenets. It would require a powerful creed to unite them. And now this voice, this creed, finds our own ears. If it reaches this plane, it may reach others.
Well met.
Oh. My, you startled me. I, was miles away.
Just pondering what I lost. Mystra commands all magic. Salvation, if such a thing exists, is hers to bestow or withhold. And yet even now, more than I fear losing my own self and soul, I fear losing my command of her art.
Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this? Then follow my lead. Now you.
You feel something strange, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Mistraril Kantrak Eo.
Suddenly, the scent of rose water and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
You see, or is it sense, the presence of a woman. The woman who hovered over Gale's palm. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss, then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel? Oh, I know.
The weave connects you. The moment feels intimate. The weave evaporates, and as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I assure you it's not. Don't get me wrong. You did well. The somatic component, the verbal component, even the focus on the inner self that invites Mystra in. But I was still your conduit. To perform such a feat alone requires much and arduous study. Yet it is life's most worthy pursuit in my impartial, if not humble opinion. Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistril, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistril sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistril. The end of Karsus and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. Loving them has its side effects as well. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mystra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls. I know what it is to hunger. And I know what it takes to keep that hunger under control. He's done that so far, despite his condition. So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere, I'm happy to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Dog pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth. He relinquishes the ball. It is well chewed and slick with drool. His eyes track the ball avidly. He shuffles on his paws, ready to chase after it. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Ex textura.
Need anything else? Always happy to help those who follow the first circle. Need anything else?
Looking ahead.
Stealing the idol. What were you thinking?
Ugh. I'm never gonna hear the end of this. If I'd got that stupid idol, I'd be a hero. A heroic thief? Mum? Dad? Mole? They all would have been so impressed. Mole said we had to do something, because the old folks weren't doing anything. They were talking when the druids were getting ready to throw us out. Why can't we just stay until it's safe?
Here goes nothing.
How delicious. Watch your back. Watch your back.
Best get going. Breathe deep and move. Very well.
Why are you here? I sent you to Zevlor. And if it is? Strangers are the scourge. The rite is the remedy. No laws can change that. What?
That damn nose of yours has gone poking in our business.
Mistress Olladin, I can explain.
Shh. No need. It couldn't be helped.
Kagha! What is the meaning of this?
You think yourself quite the spy, don't you? Go on, tell him.
A shadow druid? Kagha, have you lost your mind?
You and Elsin welcome untouchables to your midst. You defile the grove for the sake of harmony.
Olladin speaks truth. Who among you disagrees? Who would see this grove in ruin?
The choice is made. Kagha, burn the tainted away. Start with the snitch.
As you say, Olladin. No. You twist the teachings. In harmony, we perish. In shadow, we are pure.
Kagha's voice breaks and her lips tremble. She heard reason in your words. Kagha eyes you intently as you speak the text etched into the frescoes. By claw and tooth, from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots.
When the darkest hour fell, it was us that brought light. Sylvanas demands we illuminate shadow, not hide within it. How was I so blind?
Careful, Kagha. The shadows don't forgive.
I belong to the shadows no longer. You've no power over me.
You would question my power. Mother Earth, hear me. Grant me your wrath.
My breath.
Ex textura.
Onward.
So much for peace.
Idea, Kagha.
The ritual was flawed. It could have damaged the grove.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
You once called me a monster. Seems I've proven you right.
Sylvanas bid me to protect my people from harm. Yet I was the one to inflict it. There was but one druid who guarded the circle, who protected our ways. We are forever in your debt. You burn like fire. You howl like wind. You are Faith Warden. Take our gift, and be known. May I not be the last monster you vanquish. When you speak, the circles will listen. Among druids, your words will shine brighter than sun. I can hardly deny it. I was so cloaked in shadow, little light could pierce through. How grateful I am that yours shone so brightly. We will stop the rite, and I will stand trial. My fate lies with the Tree Father. May he have mercy. We will grant them safe harbor until they depart. Meanwhile, help us contend with the goblins. Perhaps we can dissuade them from attacking. It began with a letter. There was no messenger, it simply appeared. Olladin came soon after. An army was coming, she said. Goblins, drow, and more still. Legions upon legions. The druids of Cloakwood knew the dangers this would bring. They ordained that all circles cast the rite to shelter from the storm. Olladin taught me to harness the Tree Father's power to wall us in. In return, well, you know the rest. I would turn the grove over to them. I won't forget the wounds I've inflicted. I pray Halsin returns to heal them in full.
And if the goblins get in here, what will happen to the grove? To us?
Something good here, I hope. Need to find a way forward.
You have saved Kagha from herself. I cannot thank you enough.
Something's on my mind.
You may have won over Kagha, but I'm not so easily swayed. But to not even consult with us. Oh, of course not. But this was our best defense.
You're testing my patience, pig.
Don't touch me. Step quick.
At least things have stayed interesting. At the ready.
Moving.
Never a dull moment.
It seems the idol of Sylvanas has been stolen. Choose your next move carefully.
Still breathing, despite everything. One day I'll catch a break. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Don't worry, kid. In Baldur's Gate, purses practically grow on trees. I had a feeling you'd be back. Thanks. See you in Baldur's Gate, I hope. Now scram, before I get emotional.
Need to find a way forward.
You look like you think you're hard. Mess with us, and you'll end up like this bleeder. Don't matter who he was. He ain't nothing but a stain now. Just like you'll be if you don't clear off. Yeah, too right. So don't go starting nothing. Stupid, dead bastard. Give him a good kicking. He deserves it. He killed my mum and dad! Made a bloody orphan of me!
This is no place for a child.
I ain't bothered about it. Better off without them. Stupid old geezers should have put up more of a fight. Don't mean we can't enjoy putting the boot into this prick a stick, though.
You could curdle warg milk with that ugly mug.
What a day. Should be easy.
You seen one of them nose up close?
I'm talented.
No, it's my brother. Force him on. Yeah, they're awesome.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Raz knickers.
What's inside?
Undergarments.
Just another crate. Might be useful. All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Cautious.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
With pleasure.
What's next?
Never a dull moment.
That helped.
I'll take that. Still alive, so that's progress. What's that? Looks like the booze got the better of them. They're practically unconscious.
What the heck? My head hurts bad. You crash about like a drunken ogre. I'll rip your tongue, break your legs, make You quiet.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I hear the absolute in you. Do not disturb me again, true soul.
So the tadpole gives us the ability to influence others.
Taking away the free will of others could be a gift or a curse in disguise.
Nonsense. Any power freely given is a power well received, and this is a valuable power indeed.
It's only valuable if we understand it, and we don't. Not yet, at least.
My point exactly. I'm so glad you agree.
Let's move. Anything of use? Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. At least things have stayed interesting. No one stopped me yet.
Here, help us out. Says here that goblinoids are obstreperous and malodorous. What's that mean? Bit confusing, cause it says we're feeble-minded weaklings right before that. Still, only other stuff to read round here is the filth Kagha scrawls in the latrines. Belonged to some bloke who showed up here asking questions. Bold as a bugbear, he was. Said he's writing a book about the Absolute. Lads didn't like that. Said he was a spy or some such. Think they've locked him in the cells already. Well, I had a good chinwag with him, though. Interesting bloke. I ain't finished with it. There's enough reading here to last me a lifetime.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Bloody hell. And people say goblins are savage. It ain't worth fighting over. Take it.
time to rest. I've got a long road ahead. Let's get going. Is that plant? No, never mind.
Oi! Who took the innkeep free?
I got stuff if you got coin. Get moving. Roast that chicken. One more now.
Let's move.
Over
here, lads! I propose a toast!
I'll give up now.
A toast to our victory, and many more to come!
To that Duke's face when we gave him to the drow! To finding those looters and crushing them!
To the absolute!
They're dead! Must have been those strangers! You poisoned us!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
You're right. Whoever did this could be anywhere by now.
These boots have seen everything. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Some nasty bugger's got it in for us. Give me a sword! We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead and heroic. Get down there and stop complaining! Ah! Sugan al Shukok, O Tashokek Dos! I command you, corpse. Speak. Reveal truth to the Absolute! Nothing. Must be reading it wrong. Sugan al Shukok!
The hobgoblin turns to you, and the parasite squirms in your skull. You taste the ale on his tongue and the bile in his soul. The visions cloud your inner eye for a brief moment once again. You see the hobgoblin bowing before the armored elf you'd glimpsed before. The elf speaks of the hunt for a great weapon and the rewards that will go to whoever finds it. The hobgoblin's eyes gleam hungrily.
If it isn't another true soul.
He doesn't speak his next words, yet they still rattle your skull from within.
You ever talk to a dead squid? Now's your chance.
This Mind Flayer's build is smaller, its garb plainer. A fearsome creature even in death, but not the one that tormented you. Yet it too roamed the Nautiloid. It would have seen you, known you.
Absolute says the dead squiddy had a weapon. I reckon the killer nabbed it and scooted off to that looter camp. We find who killed it, and we find who took that weapon. So settle in.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the goblin camp. Her mind focuses. Their suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp. You choke on black smoke as the hobgoblin bellows his incantation.
I command you, corpse. Speak and say sooth. Lucan ok al koldek shulko kank.
The hideous corpse rises, tentacles writhing. Your heart seizes. Under questioning, the creature might recognize you as its killer. Ragslin's mind reels, then calms. He will speak as you command. With Ragslin's voice, you ask.
Who killed you?
Ragslin remains composed. If he senses your manipulations, he gives no sign. The creature responds, not in words, but memories. You see a clawed hand open a holding pod, devoid of flesh. Only darkness.
Damn it! That tells me nothing!
Ragslin remains ignorant to your presence in his mind murk. You choose your next question.
What did the killer want?
Ragslin's mind is clouded by doubt, surprised by words he didn't expect. Again, visions flow through you. A swarm of Githyanki dragon riders, silver blades held high, control panels melting, flesh pods spilled open.
Gith on the hunt. They know something.
Suspicion floods Ragslin's mind. Your brain howls as you force a final query into his throat.
Why were the Gith chasing that ship?
You see dark tunnels lit by noxious pools of brine. The darkness spreads through the earth. The sky splits open and nautiloids pour out of a void that consumes the stars.
What in the...
The corpse collapses, silent once more.
No, no! I'm not done! Riddles, all of it, and nothing to show for the trouble but rotting squid meat. No answers, no killer, and no damned weapon. The damned Drow was right. Can't let her get all the glory. Seems I ain't done with you. Report to the Drow. Minthara's the name. She's mounting an attack on that blasted grove. Tell her you'll join her. Praise the Absolute.
No prizes for guessing what this weapon thereafter really is. The artifact.
If that's the case, we've got more problems than just the worms in our heads.
You poisoned us!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Got to press on.
All right, what now? If not over, then through. To turn the tide.
My
Very sorry. I didn't know.
A shiver runs across your...
Still breathing, despite everything. How much further can I go? Let's see.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here.
You recognize the Scourge. This man is a follower of Leviatha, goddess of pain.
Ah. Are you also here to assist with the prisoner? I was invited to teach them some of my techniques. I live for pain and its intricacies, you see. But alas, these goblins seem to thrive on the crude and primitive. pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? Exactly. Pain is an intimate thing. It should be delivered with a loving and measured hand. But trying to discuss such subtleties with these creatures is simply... Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you. Because I see those same eyes when I look in the mirror, dear one. We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain. As the Maiden of Pain, the goddess Loviatar teaches us, through penance, administered by my skilled hand. My work can grant peace and serenity, the likes of which few experience. It will be worth it. I promise.
Go ahead. I'm sure you're in need of a little penance.
Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Both Loviatar and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing. Trust me. Simply face the wall, and we can begin. Face the wall and let us begin, dear one. The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it. You want more? As you wish, dear one.
Would you have joined up with her if you'd known she'd be indulging in this sort of thing, Astarion?
I mean, I had my hopes.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. Wonderful. You want more? I'll give it to you.
My. Who knew our friend had so much blood in them?
Try not to lick your lips as you say that.
That's it! Welcome the pain. Let it become part of you. I hope that's a promise, dear one. Sweet child, you bore the pain like a true believer. I could feel Loviatar's pleasure with every sting of my scourge. I am proud to have served you this penance. Avatar herself found your performance inspiring. She has deemed you worthy of her blessing. And on a personal note, thank you. That was positively divine.
Looks like that's going to bruise.
Well, whatever you're into.
Was not what I expected to see today.
Don't go bothering my pigeon. He's mine. Keep him safe. Listen to him coo. Till I gets hungry or some such. What's it to ya? Hey, he don't mind. Keeps him safe from me mates. Raids make 'em rabid. Then catch one on your own.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Take him for a joke, why don't ya? And don't let the lads snatch him up. No, tell him what they'll do to him. Bring him back when he's all tuckered out. Here's the key. Pigeon's all yours.
Look at this. I'm quite saved. A joy to see a familiar face in such a precarious setting. I guarantee the story of your daring rescue of my person will live on for eons. I intend to do just that. A trusty invisibility potion goes a long way in a place like this. We mustn't tarry, but I'd hate for our friendship to end here. Please, won't you meet me once we've both slipped the goblin yoke? Why, by design, my friend. How better to learn the ways of a people than to live among them? I dare say the experiment has proven most fruitful, too. I'll be happy to share my findings once we've found somewhere safe to parley. Smashing! Soon, my friend. Soon we can share a flagon of something liquid and a tale of daring do. I'll slip away when the coast is clear. See you soon, my friend. I simply can't wait to pick your brain!
More for me.